Okay, Hank, let's get started.
Now let's take some preview looks at the program's...
Чё он там прислал какую-то хрень?
Okay. I see myself. What's next?
Read your email. My kid sent you a link. Click on it.
What do you mean zoom link? What should I zoom? Zoom in? Zoom out?
IDTV show. What? Okay.
IDTV show Zoom style.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of IDTV. My name is Emily Block, and I will be your host for today's episode. But first things first, if you're noticing that we're not in a studio and this isn't live, rest assured, friend, you are totally right. As of this recording, it is spring 2020, and the novel coronavirus, or COVID-19, has shut down most of the US. Businesses are closed, most of the population is sheltering in place, and our healthcare system is facing trials unheard of in modern memory. Everyone here at IDTV and City College of San Francisco has been affected by this quarantine. Classes that weren't canceled have been moved online. But in the spirit of these times, we are innovating and pushing forward to continue to create, educate, and entertain. We're the proverbial kitten hanging in there, and we hope you are too. Speaking of hanging in there, we are using this opportunity to collect stories from students and faculty members at CCSF to show off how they're not just surviving, but thriving. Also, breaking things up, we're going to play a little game in the middle of this show. And after that, we'll hear a dire warning about one of the greatest perils in the outdoors, besides the coronavirus. Stay tuned. Whether it's finding ways to stay active, entertained, or being social, well, as social as you can be under the circumstances, we've collected a number of stories and vignettes to inspire you to find your way to thrive as you shelter in place.
Squeeze lightly and watch out for flying bits.
We'll start first with a submission from William, one of our producers.
To file away any parts that stick out like flash or mold lines.
What you're seeing on screen is he's taken to miniatures and model making.
Apply your chosen fixative at the contact point. Press the pieces in place until the glue holds. Can take 2 seconds or a couple of minutes.
Now it's morning, and in the morning time I do exercises.
Pavlo isn't the only one finding a way to exercise. Oksana and her partner have found a couple's yoga routine that keeps them plenty active.
That's kind of thing what I'm doing right out of the bed.
Let's meet executive producer and course instructor of this show,
Hi,
Andrea,
everybody.
and
Hi.
her 3 kids.
This is America. How old are you? How many? Oh, she's 3. And this is Cash. Okay, he's 2. And I am their mommy. And this is a couple days of our life in quarantine. It's pretty fun. For the most part, we play outside in our backyard. We like to learn and play with letters. And, you know, it's not all fun and games. We also have another 6-month-old sister, and sometimes she cries. It's not all fun and games.
Wait, look it.
Oh, we have a pine cone. But basically, it's just about trying to keep them busy. We read books, we play games, we eat a lot of good food. Mommy is a teacher, so I have to go to work and work on my computer and do my Zoom meetings, right?
If you're working from home or taking classes, this is probably a site many of you are familiar with these days. The Zoom teleconference. It's become one of the new normals for anyone trying to get work done from home.
My little non-fancy tripod. So I'm actually filming us now, just FYI. Just that I'm zooming as a teacher with you guys.
Well, you're muted. Well, hang on, I'll unmute you.
Watch out! Look where you're going. You can't just walk the sidewalks or streets or parks without being aware of your surroundings. Unfortunately, we live in a time where some people don't care about others. So it's up to you to protect yourself. This is your shoe. And this is your shoe in the poo. Any questions?
Hello, and welcome to the I'm Bored Game Show, the game show that I invented because I'm bored. My name is Emily, and as of this recording, it's been a while since the California stay-at-home ordinance has been ordered. Not too sure about the dates anymore, or day or night, or how many meals I've had. Miss my friends and family. Oh, but we have contestants! We have contestants today, not alone with contestants. Contestants, please introduce yourselves. Stephanie.
Hi, everybody. My name is Stephanie. I'm a CCSF student, and it's been months since I've seen a man.
Oh, girl. I feel you. But there's a man here. That's man, Maui. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm a man.
Hi.
I see you, Stephanie. Hi. My name is Maui. I'm also a student here at CCSF, and I'm also really bored. So I'm happy to be here.
That is excellent. I'm so excited. All right, friends. This is the game show. It is a trivia competition about the people who are really going to help us, the people who are really going to save us, the people who are there to soothe a scared country in this troubled time. That would be celebrities. Am I right?
Yes. Who better? Oh my God.
Am I right?
Not enough
Awesome.
award shows.
Well, I have a question for you. Tom Hanks announced that he contracted COVID-19 while he was in what country? All right, anyone have an answer? Put it up to the screen. We got, from Maui, we got Hollywood, and here we got Australia. Well, you know, if I'm going to go with the closest answer, that's got to be Australia. Stephanie, you got it right.
I knew it. That's crazy.
I have another question for you. In an effort to fight Corona, a video was released featuring 25 celebrities singing which famous song?
how did these celebrities contribute to the COVID-19 crisis by singing together? Which song answers on the board as soon as you know? What could make everyone feel joy? What is that, Maui?
Hey, Macarena. Hi.
Hi! Happy. Like, because I'm happy. Da, 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 da. No, the answer is Imagine by John Lennon.
Oh.
Just imagine all the people living with masks up, staying 6 feet apart, living life inside.
Sweaty.
Well, friends, that is all of the questions that I have. And if I do a quick tally right here, it looks like our winner is Stephanie!
Oh my God!
Oh my God, I love it! Is it a man?
I came in second.
Is that a man? If it's a woman, it's fine. It's fine. Would I win? Would I win? Oh,
what did you win?
Oh, man.
That's all the time that we have today for the I'm Bored game show. Thank you all so much for joining us.
I'll give you my ad. Here. Please.
Take care, everyone. Be safe. We're going to come back with another edition of the I'm Bored game show. Tune in next time and The Thriving in Quarantine segments are produced by William Claytor and Woody Henriksen. The game show was produced by Nicole Conley and Alejandro Osorio Jr., and the PSA on the perils of dog poop was produced by Nicole Conley. Coming up next, we'll be checking back in with the Thriving series. Following that, we have a story about the recent innovations in bioplastics to keep your eyes out for. And we'll be looking into who might be looking at you while you're looking at your friends on Zoom, as well as checking out the storied history of Bay Area sports. You all remember Pavlo, right? Well, apparently, when he's not keeping fit, he's got his own kit to put together, though his pieces look bigger and heavier than William's toy soldiers.
Do the test ride of my Harley Sportster. I just finished it.
It looks like he's riding along town just fine here. All right, this comes to us from Christopher, who's using this time to get reacquainted with the streets of San Francisco. Now that's Petra, Chris's daughter, and Patch playing like two peas in a pod. Christopher wrote about Patch, saying, I wanted to name her something cool like Dragon Sword or Hellcat, but I was overruled, and we named her something totally lame.
Let's go on a walk.
When asked what he was doing to stay sane during quarantine, musician and editor Val said, doing what I love most.
Been also doing some cool sound design stuff in Ableton. Check it out. Sometimes gotta get a little bit more spiritual and play some handpan. Sometimes the big question is, what do I do next?
Darzell shared some intimate thoughts on how she's handling these quarantines.
How am I personally thriving in what can be a messy quarantine? Taking it one day at a time, because it can definitely be a lot.
There's my sleeping bag, because I choose to be an adventurer.
for you and for other people that you live with. Things change day by day and it can be crazy. So reaching out to other people, letting them know what's up, you'd be surprised. I mean, big shout out to the people who have helped me during these rough transitions. It was a huge help. Thank you so much.
Lately, a category of products has become more and more visible around us. Containers, utensils, and bags marketed as compostable, which means that they can be fully turned into fertilizer. But will they? A good place to ask here in San Francisco, a leading city in composting, would be at Recology, the company which collects trash, recycling, and bio-waste from San Franciscans. In a recent interview with the Examiner, Recology confirmed that these plastics are largely pulled out and sent to the landfill. Only items with an easy-to-see label that says compostable or have the BPI logo are currently accepted. If a sorter at Recology can't quickly spot this label, they will throw the item in the trash pile. Now, legal progress and labeling standards are underway, but until then, think twice and do your research before spending on biodegradable plastics and throwing them in the green bin.
Okay, the internets. But where's my kid?
So I'm in. Do you know? Victor. Where are those bastards?
Okay. Stop yelling. I hear you, and I see you.
I can hear you and see you too, gentlemen.
Finally. This technology is gonna kill me. You know, everything used to be simpler. You would send a guy to the city, and he'd either seal the deal, or you get his hand in the mail. So you know the answer.
Yeah, like my grandmother says. If you don't like something, have it slip on some cement shoes and take a dip in the lake.
Dino, with all my respect to your grandmother, what are you talking about? How we can throw the technologies into lake?
I'm just saying, things used to be much simpler before.
I like it. I can do my own stuff and talk with you at the same time.
Okay. Let's talk business, shall we?
Yeah, okay, let's talk business, shall we?
So they stopped all the businesses here in Boston. And the sports. No Celtics and no Red Sox. Have you got the package, Victor?
No, friend. All 4 containers stuck here in Seaport. Same as those 11 I sent to you and Dino.
Yeah, I was trying to reach Donnie. You know, we grew up together, right? But that little Trump built a wall of people all around him. Hard to reach nowadays. So, gentlemen, I need your help. Where's my tech kid?
I'm here.
What took you so long?
I was here the whole time. Here's your video.
Photos of Wisconsin milk being dumped in manure pits or flushed down the drain. But how could it be when some dairy cases in the Twin Cities are empty?
What are they doing? Are they stupid?
Okay, kid. Now show them the one about zucchini.
COVID-19. Here's some video from Homestead. So why is all the food going to waste when so many people are in need of food?
What are these people? Nazis?
If this would be in Russia, it wasn't be problem at all.
Kid, now show them the one about the monkeys in Thailand fighting over food because of no tourism.
Why should we care about the monkeys?
Okay, listen. I can get a load of the excess zucchini. Frank, can you get that milk from the Midwest?
I'm in Boston.
Victor, you had some people in Thailand. We could ship the food over and sell it to the monkeys. They'll eat anything.
How we can sell food to the monkeys? Are you out of your mind, old man?
I have enough monkeys in my family. I married one 30 years ago. What the hell is that?
Sorry, random people are hacking into Zoom nowadays.
Hey kid, what size are you? I'd like you to wear some cement shoes and take a dip in the lake after all these business transactions are over. You're fired.
Yeah, right, I fired all you guys. Yeah, don't yell and spit on all your screens because I muted you. Guess what? In about 7 seconds, you won't have any cash because I got all of your accounts. Happy quarantine.
Hello, my name is Carmen, and I'm here to talk to you about a special occurrence. It's not every day you see a local sports team go on quite a run for a whole decade, but that is what we have here in the Bay Area. Beginning in 2010, where the San Francisco Giants won 3 championships in the span of 5 years. We would then go on to see the Golden State Warriors also win 3 championships in 5 years. Adding to the mix, we would see the San Jose Sharks make it to the Stanley Cup Finals. Finally, we would see the San Francisco 49ers make it to 2 Super Bowls within this 10-year stretch, also being lucky enough to host one, Super Bowl 50. What does the next decade have in store for the Bay Area? We'll find out.
Sports with the little uniforms and all the different sized balls. I remember sports. While most professional sports are on hold, the various leagues are all making plans for next year, which I'm sure will be one for the books. That little history on Bay Area sports was produced by Alejandro Osorio Jr. and presented by Carmen Marin. The Bioplastics PSA was produced by Serge, Preobrazhensky, and Witty Henriksen, and Let's Talk Business was produced by Pavlo and Serge Preobrazhensky. We're coming up to our final piece in the Thriving series. But first, we have a PSA that was produced prior to the pandemic, but one which still has important lessons all the same for when things get back to normal.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Woody, and this is the evening news on IDTV. Before we start, I'd like to show you something. You got it uploaded? All right, good. Get it ready for air. Everyone's familiar with those people, right? And some of them are even you. People, please stop parking like that. Don't be so lazy. Park your cars properly. I mean, come on! And you, my friend, with your brown piece of SUV, you've cost me 20 minutes of my time and delayed me on air. And when I find you, I'm going to... back to the news. An unusual incident was observed at the city zoo last night.
Kevin uses an app called Discord to keep his connections with friends while maintaining social distancing. He voice calls and chats daily while keeping everyone else safely away.
That's the best way for me to be able to communicate with my friends in a way where it doesn't risk both of us being infected.
Be like Kevin. Up next, we have another reflective piece, this one by Stephanie.
Although everything was desolate, and purposefully so, the contrast of so much human loss and so much life in the park was almost obscene. Blossoms and birds chirping, the lack of pollution and car exhaust made eerily clear days. Simple snapshots looked like they were photoshopped. You could get lost on the trails and never see another soul. You could walk alongside animals that seemed not to even notice you there. But even that wasn't enough. People so badly wanted to connect with each other. A message board was put up near the park for people to share thoughts with. And soon the park began to fill. People trying to be safe and having socially distant picnics and even a masked drum circle. Remember, if you're lonely, don't worry. Stay safe. Let this little microcosm of time in the park show you life in all its forms will be there waiting for you.
Let's get a look at what's on Andrea's shopping list.
Got some laundry detergent, milk, Gatorade, water, formula, chicken, tons of sippy cups. Water. Gotta get the chips. Oh, they love Eggos here. Capri Sun. Latex gloves. Dryer sheets. Water. Ice cream. Sparkling soda. Apple juice. We eat a lot of fish. Water. And Huggies. And of course, tons and tons of baby food. All the essentials. And Mom got a little some too.
Now that we're coming to the end of our entries, let's check back in with Pavlo for a nightcap.
But what I do, sometimes in the evening, I watch some movie, and I really like this thing. I like ice cream. That's not the advertising of
Ted and Mary.
That's just ice cream.
Whew, Pavlo, that does look like the best kind of nightcap.
But that's the thing that I like in the evening time. Not TV, movie and nice. And the ice cream. Good night.
Now that's the kind of advice that I can take for quarantine. We've reached the end of today's episode of IDTV, and I just wanted to say a few parting words before I let you all go. Once again, I want to reiterate the amount of effort that was put into changing gears, all of the work that had to be thrown out and reworked, and how all of the students and faculty landed on their feet to make this all happen. These unprecedented times have touched everyone's lives, and we hope that we were able to entertain you just a little bit during your shelter in place. We wish you and your families well, and you can find our past and current work on the links on the screen to our social media channels. IDTV is a production from City College of San Francisco's Broadcast Electronic Media Arts program, where the ears, eyes, and heart collide. Once again, I'm your host, Emily Block, and this is Gatsby. Take care, everyone!